Roblox case offers several points of connection with the theories analyzed during the course. But first of all, let's start by describing Roblox and understanding its business model. Launched online in 2006 by its two co-founders, Roblox is a web-based platform offering access to a virtual world. It is totally free to access and users can play through any device. Each user is represented in the platform by a totally customizable avatar. What is important to highlight is that Roblox as a platform does not create any experience or item by itself. Instead, it empowers users in doing so, offering a tool called Roblox Studio to build their own experiences and items. Users could also monetize their experience in the platform by trading items through Roblox, which is the Roblox virtual currency. These currencies could be converted in the real world through various apps. It is very important to highlight that to reach high level of user experience, Roblox, as a company, hosted the platform on its proprietary servers, managing experience hosting cost. Instead of upfront fees, developers were charged by a share of their earnings during trades. Concerning demographics, users ages span between 9 and 24 years old. And even if the 17 to 24 years old was the segment showing the fastest growth in recent years, in 2022, half of the user base was under 13. Finally, it is also important to highlight that half of the users came from US, Canada, and Europe, which are very rich countries in 2022. Roblox's goal was by 2030 to reach 1 billion users. In this slide, we can clearly show the meaning of customer profitability. But first, let's consider Roblox business model. So Roblox was working in a way that the more users are willing to play and interact, the more Roblox they needed. And therefore, the more the platform was collecting revenues. Roblox business model performed perfectly in high-income countries where people were willing to play and interact. This is why between 2020 and 2021, users, bookings, and revenues were perfectly correlated and in expansion. Roblox was listed and everything was going great. However, as shown in the right-hand side of the slide, the breaking point occurred in Q1 2022, when despite continued daily active users growth, revenues and bookings dropped. The main reason for that was that committed in keeping high performance standards when expanding the user base, Roblox had also to invest in infrastructure by buying new proprietary data centers and safety by hiring new human moderators. Therefore, the fixed costs were proportionally high, while the cost to serve each customer, each user, was relatively small. So when users from countries with limited disposable income and less willingness to spend join the platform, as shown in the left-hand side of the slide, the average revenue per user dropped. This means that the average user contribution margin was decreasing. Of course, this led to a decrease in customer lifetime value, which is the value of a customer brings to a business over the lifetime of their relationship, and which of course also led to a decrease in customer equity for Roblox. So Roblox faced a profitability challenge, and founders had to choose between getting rid of unprofitable customer relationship or choose to extract more value from users and enhance the average revenue per user by introducing new revenue streams. In this slide, we can connect to the concept of the service profit chain and understand how this could affect customer loyalty and CLV. In its aim to increase monetization from users, Roblox was considering the idea of introducing marketing in an immersive or traditional way. The main limitation for marketing in any case would be the age distribution of the user base. Indeed, even if Roblox was focusing on the over 17 years old segment at the time of the decision, nearly half of the users were under 13. Therefore, considering Roblox advertising policy, which limits ads to users under 13, basically half of the user base would remain unexposed to advertising. This means that brands would have access only to a restricted segment of the user base, potentially impacting Roblox's overall appeal. Additionally, the introduction of marketing in a classical way would certainly impact Roblox service profit chain. Indeed, Roblox offers a service of great quality, and non-immersive advertising would certainly disrupt the quality of the virtual platform, affecting customer satisfaction and loyalty. In this case, we don't have any data about competitors and competition, but normally, when competition is very high, the shape of user preferences is very steep, and Roblox customer will fall in the defection zone, and so Roblox will lose users. We can now introduce the concept of customer discrimination and understand why a firm should treat customers differently in proportion to how much value they bring to the company. Roblox's breaking point in profitability was due to a decrease in average revenue per user. In this regard, the scarcity model would help to get rid of passive low-value users, as general prices in the platform would be higher, and so only real motivated users willing to interact and generate transactions benefiting to Roblox profitability would stay in the platform. In the short term, the scarcity model would also contribute to Roblox top line through the new revenue stream provided by the upfront manufacturing fees charged to developers. In the medium to long term, the concept of scarcity economy would also significantly enhance the customer lifetime value because it would offer a new opportunity, which is the dynamic secondary market. So users would be able to retrade their items and find new entrepreneurship opportunities. With the metaverse gaining popularity, brands start to consider the platform as a great environment where to invest in advertising to increase their customer equity. Opportunities rise from both direct monetization by selling items within the platform or also from leveraging user engagement on Roblox to drive real world purchases outside the platform. However, in any case, brand success on Roblox directly influences real world customer retention, making the metaverse vital for their overall profitability. And therefore, before entering the platform, brands should carefully try to estimate the impact of their marketing actions on their customer equity. To estimate the marketing return on investments, two parameters are needed: the impact of their marketing actions on the size and share of wallet, and cost. But since costs are directly defined by Roblox, which fixes the cost to access the platform, and assuming no impact of marketing actions on the size of wallet for each user, brands should focus on the share of wallet and the impact of their marketing actions on the share of wallet for each user. And they could use a three steps approach. They first of all should identify the drivers which their marketing actions are impacting, then estimate the impact of improved drivers on the share of wallet of their users, and finally calculate the new customer equity by adding all the improved CLVs for each user. In conclusion, to go further, any corporate should adopt customer value management as a strategy. This means adopting customer relationship management at the organizational level, recognizing differences between customers with the respect to the economic value they bring to the firm. In the specific case of Roblox, users' preferences and habits could be mapped and leveraged by analyzing the large amount of data that users produce. The goal is that each interaction between company and user is aimed at maximize the customer lifetime value. This means treating different customers differently and therefore creating a competitive advantage for Roblox. This would ultimately benefit also Roblox market capitalization because its cash flow capabilities would be optimized.